Most preppers are dumping 4, 5, even $600 on those flashy Amazon survival kits with the MOLLE straps and the tactical patches. And a retired Green Beret I sat down with last month actually laughed out loud when I showed him one. He picked it up, weighed it in his hand, and said, "Son, half of this will get you killed, and the other half I can buy at Tractor Supply for under 15 bucks." That sentence stopped me cold because he wasn't joking. He pulled out a crumpled receipt from his truck console, Tractor Supply, dated 3 days earlier, 13 items, every single one under $15. And he told me that one of those 13 items has saved more lives in rural America than any bug-out bag ever sold on Amazon. I'm going to show you exactly what that item is, but not yet. You'll see it around the number 3 spot, and when you do, you're going to walk out to your truck and check if you already own it. There's also one item on this list that costs $4.98, and a former Marine Scout sniper told me it's the single most overlooked piece of gear in modern prepping. You probably walked past it the last time you were in Tractor Supply. And the number one item? It costs less than a tank of gas. Veterans have been quietly buying it for 40 years. And the moment the grid drops, it disappears from shelves in under 6 hours. Most civilians have never even heard of it. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you is the exact list that embarrassed a $500 Amazon kit in front of a man who spent 22 years in Special Forces. Here's the truth nobody in the prepper YouTube world wants to say out loud. If something goes sideways tonight, grid down, supply chain frozen, roads locked, you have less than 6 hours before every Walmart, every Home Depot, and yes, every Tractor Supply within 50 miles of you is stripped bare. And the guys who walk out with the right 13 items, they're not the guys with the biggest budget. They're the guys who knew what to grab. Number 13 is useful. Number 7 will change the way you think about your bug-out bag. Number 3 is the one the Green Beret pointed at first. And number one is the item I genuinely believe most of you watching this don't own yet. Let's start the countdown. Number 13, galvanized steel buckets, 5-gallon, $6.99. I know what you're thinking. A bucket? That's the opener? Stay with me. Because a retired Army combat engineer, a guy who built forward operating bases in Afghanistan, told me something I've never forgotten. He said the plastic bucket from Home Depot is a toy. Galvanized steel is a tool. Here's why. Plastic warps in heat. It cracks in cold. It melts near fire. Galvanized steel does none of those things. You can boil water in it directly over coals. You can use it as a wash basin, a feed trough, a Faraday-style storage container when lined right, even a makeshift stove. He told me he's owned the same 3 galvanized buckets for 19 years. 19. Try that with the orange plastic one. And here's the kicker, they stack, so you can keep 3 or 4 in the back of your truck without losing a square foot of bed space. Number 12, bag balm, the little green tin, $9. Yes, the stuff farmers rub on cow udders. Stop laughing. A former Navy corpsman, that's the medic attached to Marine units, told me bag balm has been in his personal kit since 1986, not Neosporin, not the fancy burn cream. Bag balm, why? It's lanolin and petroleum-based. It seals wounds. It protects cracked hands in winter. It treats blisters before they become infections. It works on chapped lips, raw heels from boots, diaper rash on a baby, and yes, minor burns. One tin lasts a family of 4 about 2 years. Try getting that out of a tube of Neosporin. And wait until I get to number 9, because that's the item my Green Beret friend says civilians screw up the most. He literally took it out of my hand and showed me I'd been storing mine wrong for years. Number 11, heavy-duty baling twine, orange, $10 for a massive roll. Paracord gets all the YouTube love, the 550 cord, the tactical bracelet, the 75-foot hank in your bug-out bag. And look, paracord is great, but a former Marine I interviewed 2 years ago, a guy who did 2 tours in Iraq, told me something that flipped my thinking. He said paracord is for tasks. Baling twine is for volume. You don't need 750-pound test strength to tie a tarp. You don't need it to bundle firewood, mark a trail, hang laundry, secure a tent corner, or rig a snare. One $10 roll of baling twine gives you somewhere around 4,000 feet of working cordage. 4,000. That same money in paracord gets you 100 feet if you're lucky. He told me the smartest preppers carry both. Paracord for the critical jobs, baling twine for everything else. And in a real long-term scenario, you'll burn through cordage faster than ammunition. Let that sink in. faster than ammunition. Number 10, a simple cast iron skillet, 12-inch, around $14. Now, some of you watching already own one. Your grandma had one. Your dad had one. There's probably one in your kitchen right now you barely use. But here's what a retired Air Force survival instructor told me. A cast iron skillet is the only piece of cookware that will outlive you, your kids, and your grandkids, while doubling as a weapon, a shovel for hot coals, and a heat sink for warming a small shelter. He keeps two, one in the kitchen, one in the truck, wrapped in a feed sack. The green beret I mentioned at the start, he told me cast iron is one of 3 items he'd grab if his house was on fire and he had 10 seconds. 3 items. This is one of them. I'll tell you the other 2 before this video is over. Number 9, Diatomaceous earth, food grade, 10-pound bag, around $13. This is the one my green beret friend grabbed out of my hand and said, "You're using this wrong." Most people who've heard of diatomaceous earth, DE for short, think it's just for killing fleas on the dog, or maybe ants in the garden. They sprinkle a little, walk away, and forget about it. He told me in a real grid-down scenario, food-grade DE is one of the most versatile items in your stockpile. It preserves grain, mix it into stored rice, wheat berries, or beans, and it keeps weevils and mites out for years. Years. It treats internal parasites in livestock and, in small doses, in humans. It controls bed bugs, roaches, and lice without chemicals. It's a natural deodorizer for latrines when the toilet stops flushing. And the way most preppers store it? In the original paper bag. He shook his head and said, "That bag will tear, get wet, and you'll lose the whole thing in a month." His method: transfer it immediately into a sealed 5-gallon bucket. Remember number 13, the galvanized bucket? Yeah, they work together. Remember, when the grid drops, you have less than 6 hours. And the guys who already know how this stuff works together, they're the ones eating in week 3 while everyone else is hungry. Number 8, a pair of leather work gloves. Real leather, not the foam-backed nonsense, around $11. Here's a question. When was the last time you actually used your hands for 10 hours straight? Chopping wood, hauling debris, clearing brush, repairing fence, moving rubble. For most of you watching, it's been a while. And here's what nobody tells you. Within 48 hours of any real survival situation, your hands will be the first thing to fail. Blisters become open wounds. Open wounds become infection. Infections become serious in 72 hours when there's no antibiotic on the shelf. A retired Special Forces medic, 26 years in, told me he treated more hand injuries downrange than any other single category. He said civilians don't understand that gloves aren't a comfort item. They're a medical item, $11. Buy 2 pairs. Keep one in the truck, one in the bag. Number 7, heavy canvas tarp. 8 by 10 foot, about $14.99. The blue plastic tarp is a lie. There. I said it, every prepper YouTube video shows the same blue tarp from the hardware store, and they last about 1 season before the grommets rip out, the plastic cracks in cold, and the whole thing turns to confetti in your truck bed. A guy who served as an Army Ranger told me canvas is the only tarp material that's been proven in the field for over 100 years. It breathes, so condensation doesn't soak your gear. It's fire resistant. You can have a fire under it without melting the thing onto your face. It can be patched with a needle and thread. And when it gets wet, it actually tightens, making the shelter more weathertight, not less. His exact words. Plastic tarps are for painters. Canvas is for survivors. Coming up at number 3 is the item my Green Beret pointed at first, the one veterans have been hiding in their trucks for decades. And at number 1, the $4.98 item that the Marine Scout sniper said is the single most overlooked piece of gear in modern prepping. Number 6, mason jars, wide mouth, quart size, about $12 for a case of 12. I know, your grandmother canned in these. They feel like a Sunday afternoon, not a survival item. But hear me out, a homesteader I know, Marine Corps veteran, 4 deployments, now runs a 40-acre farm in Tennessee, told me mason jars are the closest thing to a perfect storage container ever made. They're glass, so no chemicals leach into food. They're reusable forever. They seal airtight. They double as drinking glasses, dry storage for matches, ammo, fishing tackle, spices, seeds, and yes, canned food. He told me the prepper community got distracted by Mylar bags and freeze-dried buckets and forgot that the technology that fed America for 200 years still works. $12. 12 jars. You can store a year of seed stock, dehydrated vegetables, dry goods, or pressure canned meat in those 12 jars. 100 years of proven technology. $12. Let that sink in. Number 5, a galvanized chicken waterer. 5-gallon, about $14. Stay with me on this one. I know it sounds strange. A retired Coast Guard chief I had coffee with 3 weeks ago told me he keeps 2 of these in his garage. He doesn't own chicken, never has. He's got them because, in his words, it's the cheapest, most rugged water storage and dispensing system you can buy. 5 gallons of water, sealed top so debris and bugs stay out, gravity-fed dispenser at the bottom so you don't have to lift and pour, galvanized steel so it won't crack or leach. You can fill it from a rain barrel, a creek, or a faucet. And because it's designed for animals, it's built tough. Drop it, kick it, freeze it, it survives. Try storing 5 gallons of water in milk jugs and tell me how it goes in 18 months. The jugs will be leaking puddles on your floor. This thing will outlive you. This is going to sound backwards, but the next item on the list is something I bet 90% of you have walked past in Tractor Supply at least 10 times, and it might be the smartest $14 in this entire video. Number 4. A wool surplus blanket. Sometimes Italian, sometimes Swiss Army surplus. Tractor Supply carries them seasonally, around $14 when you find them. Synthetic blankets are for sleepovers. Wool is for survival. A former Marine Recon I talked to last winter told me wool is the only blanket material he trusts in the field. Here's why. Wool retains 70 to 80% of its insulating ability when wet. 70 to 80%. Cotton retains 0. A wet cotton blanket will actually pull heat out of your body and kill you in cold weather. He's seen it happen. Wool is flame resistant. Embers from a fire bounce off instead of burning a hole through it. It's antimicrobial. It doesn't stink after weeks of use. And one good wool blanket can be used as a sleeping bag, a coat, a poncho when you cut a head hole, a shelter wall, or a stretcher. He told me his grandfather's Korean War-era wool blanket is still in his closet. 70 years later, still works. 6 hours. That's all you've got when the grid drops. And the guys who walked out of Tractor Supply with a wool blanket instead of a Pendleton-style decorative throw, those are the guys sleeping warm in week 2. Number 3. This is the one, the item my Green Beret friend pointed at first when he laid out his receipt on the table. A roll of baling wire, 16 gauge, about $7. Remember what I said at the start? About the item that saved more lives in rural America than any bug-out bag ever sold on Amazon? This is it. And it's probably already in your truck, or in your dad's truck, or your grandfather's barn, and you've never thought twice about it. Here's what he told me. Baling wire is the duct tape of the rural world. It's been used to fix tractors in the middle of fields since the 1920s. It's been used to splint broken truck axles long enough to get home. It's been used to wire up exhaust pipes, hold fences together, repair chainsaws, build snare traps, fix broken tools, secure cargo, and improvise pretty much anything you can imagine. He told me a story about a buddy of his, also Special Forces, whose Humvee broke down in a place I won't name with no parts available, and they wired the entire suspension back together with a single roll of baling wire to limp it out. A single roll, $7, saved 4 men's lives. And here's the part that floored me. He said the reason it works in survival situations is that it's stronger than paracord, it doesn't burn, it doesn't stretch, and it holds tension over years, not days. You can twist it with pliers and forget about it for a decade. He keeps a roll under the seat of every vehicle he owns. His son's truck, his wife's car, his own. 3 rolls total, $21 protecting 3 vehicles. 3 rolls, $21. 3 vehicles, forever. But we're not done. Because number 2 is something most of you have never even considered. And number 1, the $4.98 item from the Marine Scout Sniper, is coming up in less than 2 minutes. Number 2, a pack of agricultural lime, 40-pound bag, around $9. Now this one is going to surprise you, because nobody on Prepper YouTube talks about it. Nobody. A former Army NBC specialist, that's nuclear, biological, chemical, told me agricultural lime is one of the most underrated sanitation items in any long-term scenario. When the toilets stop flushing, when the garbage stops getting picked up, when bodies of small animals show up around your property because predators are stressed and pushing in closer, lime handles all of it. It controls odor in latrines. It accelerates decomposition. It neutralizes the smell of waste so it doesn't attract animals, flies, or worse, other people who follow their nose to your camp. He told me in disaster zones The difference between a sanitary survival site and a disease outbreak is often a single bag of lime, $9. 40 pounds. Lasts a family of 4 through an entire long-term event. And the retired combat medic I mentioned earlier, he told me directly, the second leading cause of death in long-term grid-down scenarios isn't violence. It's not starvation. It's not exposure. It's sanitation-related disease, cholera, dysentery, typhoid, all preventable, all controlled with lime. $9 between you and a disease outbreak. Let that sink in. And now, number one, the item the Marine Scout sniper told me is the single most overlooked piece of gear in modern prepping. The one that costs $4.98, the one that disappears from Tractor Supply shelves in under 6 hours when something serious happens. A 2-pound block of plain white pool shock, calcium hypochlorite, sometimes labeled for swimming pool sanitation, about $4.98. Here's why this is the most important item on this entire list. One 2-pound bag of calcium hypochlorite, properly stored, can purify around 10,000 gallons of water. 10,000. That's enough drinking water for a family of 4 for somewhere around 15 years. 15 years. From a $5 bag, the Marine Scout sniper told me he learned this from an older Special Forces guy who served in Vietnam. The military version of this is the iodine tablets you've seen in old movies. But a tiny bottle of those costs $15 and treats maybe 25 gallons. This bag treats 10,000. The math is absurd. But here's what civilians get wrong, and this is the part that matters. You don't drop pool shock directly in your water. You dissolve a tiny amount in a small jug to make a stock solution, then you use just a few drops of that stock solution per gallon of water. The ratio matters. The instructions are simple, but you have to know them before the emergency, not during. And here's why it vanishes from shelves so fast. The people who know, the veterans, the retired military, the rural farmers, they know. The moment a hurricane is announced, the moment a power grid warning hits the news, the moment something on the wire goes sideways, they walk into Tractor Supply and clear the shelf in 20 minutes. The civilians who don't know are still in Walmart fighting over the last case of bottled water, 10,000 gallons, $5, 15 years of clean water. Let that absolutely sink in. And I told you at the start I'd give you the other 2 items the Green Beret said he'd grab if his house was on fire. Number 1 was the cast iron skillet. The other 2, a roll of baling wire, number 3 on this list. And one more item nobody talks about, a simple Stanley galvanized metal thermos, the old school kind, about $14. He told me it's the most overlooked piece of gear in any kit because most people see it as a coffee container, but in reality it's a water purifier, a food warmer, a way to keep liquids from freezing in winter, and one of the only ways to safely transport boiled water without a fire being visible at night. He said his grandfather carried one in World War II. His father carried one in Vietnam. He carried one in Iraq. 3 generations, same design. Same $14, 13 items, every one under $15. Total cost, rough math, somewhere around $135. Compare that to a $500 Amazon kit full of carabiners and plastic whistles. The Green Beret was right. The list embarrassed it, but here's the thing. Knowing what to buy is only half the battle. Knowing where to put it, how to rotate it, and how to defend it, that's the other half. And in my next video, I'm breaking down the 3 states where retired Special Forces guys are quietly relocating right now. Most Americans have never heard of number 2, and number 1 isn't Texas, isn't Tennessee, isn't Idaho, and the reason will surprise you. Keep your eyes open, stay sharp, and don't be the guy in the parking lot at 3 a.m. with nothing.